Good morning. It's 2nd of May 2018. Oh, 4 months gone already and into the 5th month. This morning here it's a bit windy, it's a bit rainy. Just come home from work. Supposed to be having snow this week. It's a bit weird. They say we're going to have snow this week, but the weekend it's going to be red hot in 25 degrees Celsius, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. So a mixed bag of weather. So what are we talking about? Well, me and Joe had a good discussion on Sunday about the last video I did about the buttless woman and that type of thing. Great night. One thing that came out of it is I've been trying to get a film. Now, first off, spoiler alert. Anybody that hasn't seen the film, going to be spoilers alert. The film's called When I'm 64. It was a BBC drama in 2004, and even though it's gay related, it was more. I think the season was something to do with, you know, as you're getting older, retirement age and stuff like that, old age pensions, dementia. Some were documentaries, some was films and stuff like that. Don't know how this got through, but it's a good film. It was on YouTube for quite a long while. I didn't download it, but luckily Joe downloaded it and he sent it me on WeTransfer. WeTransfer is a computer program that if you can send files, large files to friends and stuff like that. But yeah, he sent it me, so I've saved it on my external hard drive, plus I made a disc of it. So what's it about? Well, I'll read it, because I did make a proper case for it. It says Jim, the actor's Alan Armstrong, is a Latin teacher who is retiring after a long career at the same public school he attended as a boy. He has led a sheltered and lonely life and is determined to see the world and fall in love. His plans are delayed when his father, David Morris, has a stroke. The cab that picks Jim up from the school is driven by Ray, Paul Freeman, fantastic actor, brilliant actor. A widower who's grown up children, Kaz, Tamsin Althwaite, and little Ray, Jason Fleming. These are well-known actors. If you saw them, you'll probably recognise them. They've been in a lot of TV series and a few films. Use him as an unpaid babysitter for their kids. Ray also feels lonely and unfulfilled, and the terminal illness of his friend Billy, Carl Johnson, has made him face his own mortality. He is inspired to take charge of his own life after learning of Jim's plans. Despite their different backgrounds, shy academic Jim and former football hooligan Ray become friends. Although Jim is sexually inexperienced and Ray has lived a life as a heterosexual, their friendship eventually develops into a romantic relationship. The situation is further complicated by the reactions of Ray's children. So the film, it's about an hour and a half long. Like I said, they start off as a friendship. One of the key scenes in it, I must explain, the Jim character, the Latin teacher, wants to travel the world. And part of it is because he used to be a stamp collector. So he got all these stamps with all these scenes. He got this plan to go to Botswana, and so he was explaining this. And Ray, the football hooligan, used to belong at school to ornithological club, which he left, and he wouldn't say why. After they have a falling out, Jim gets in touch with Ray by phone. I mean, this is how shy and inexperienced he is. He doesn't even realise if you phone somebody up on a mobile phone, your number shows up on their mobile phone. And he didn't realise that. And they have this long conversation. In the film, it's about 5 minutes long, but you get the impression it's about an hour, 2 hours long. They're talking about things about what happened, you know, the childhood. And Ray's talking about making breakfast, cheese and jam sandwiches, which the Jim character is surprised about. He's never heard of that combination before. And Ray's talking about holidays and so on. But then it comes about this ornithological club. And explains that the only reason he joined because he liked the look of a guy there. And he explains that the reason he left basically was because this guy approached him, kissed him, and basically got frightened. And that's when the turn in the relationship happens. Yes, they do end up together. The children find out, and the Ray character denies it and says, oh no, we were just taking fun out of the waiters, etc. Until he realises, yeah, this is the life he wants. But it's a fantastic film. Last says it was on YouTube for quite a while. But I never downloaded it because I never knew you could down at that time. For some reason, I didn't even have a look if you could download off YouTube. I would have preferred to buy the DVD as a BBC copy, but the BBC's never released it, which is a shame because it is a very, very good film. I can highly recommend it if anybody can get to see it. It's a very... There's humour in it. There's love in it and stuff like that. And for me, it brought back some memories because I talked about my autobiographies. Eric was a widower. He had kids that well, one of them basically reacted like the lad in this film. The daughter didn't, but his children basically, well, one can describe him as a bitch and a bastard. The way they treat him. But yeah, it is a good film. I can highly recommend it. Besides that, nothing really has happened. It's been a really slow weekend, except for Monday night, which was a bit of fun, should we say. We're all over 21. We're all over 21. Bit of fun. So yeah, I just thought I'd check in, let you know I'm alright. Well, since this film's very, very good. I need to start reading again. I've got a bit lapsadaisical in reading. Joe sent me a couple of books. One about, because I've done a couple of videos about about the concentration camps. And we'll be doing about the films, the show and stuff like that. He sent me a book about that, and then he sent me an Easter book. So I must start reading again. Treating myself to a new phone. Besides that, really nothing. So with that, it's just a quick check-in. Let you know I'm all right. I haven't talked about it lately, but this therapy thing, I've got one more session to do with them, and it's about worry. What's a realistic worry and what's a hypothetical worry? And the example she gave is, a realistic worry is you've got a car, you start hearing banging noises, so the worry is, are we going to afford to pay for the repair, how long is it going to be in the garage, etc, etc, etc. The hypothetical worry is you've just bought a car and you're worried how long it is before it's going to break down and how much it's going to cost you. And so that's, but she says that's quite simple to deal with. So I've got a bit of an exercise to deal with that. But yeah, saying that, May's here. In another week I should have been going to the Calf Moss do at Blackpool. Oh, how I regret not booking that. How I regret not booking that. It's too late now. A, I haven't saved up for it. And B, I know from the holiday book I want to go out the holidays. But I will regret not booking that. But hey-oh, that was my decision at the time. I will have to sit here and be miserable that weekend. So with that, I will say ta-ra, look after yourselves, speak again soon.